Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today I'm going to be giving a quick update on PLTR, DD with technical analysis. I'm going to basically talk about their quarter earnings, anything recent that I can find on my last DD, and as well a little bit of technical analysis to give you an insight of the psychologies of traders. Now, make sure to watch my other video that is a lot more extensive than this one here. It basically covers every single thing I can find about this company here. Let's jump right into it. So on a 2-hour perspective, what we get to see here on an 80x that it shows in a potential of a trend here forming. William% R puts this one here at a little bit overbought in that situation here. MACD looks quite strong, so I really like that MACD. Momentum looks bullish. It's not negative, or at least hasn't been negative for a while. And the moving averages look really bullish. It doesn't look like it's actually going on downwards at any point. It's a really strong uptrend, and I'll go a bit more about that in a second. Now, on the stochastic fast and the stochastic slow, they're actually reaching up on a really nice high. Now, this usually is a warning sign, but you can get to see it's an uptrend, so that's kind of normal at that point. Fibonacci retracement supports and resistances. Current support sits at 1671, 1510, and 1398, followed by 1285 on the Fibonacci retracements. Resistance is the 52-week high or the all-time high, 1875. Now, resistances here, we can take a quick look in terms of traditional. Current resistance sits at 1779, below there 1750. Below there, we're looking all the way down to 1674. Below 1674, we're looking down to 1580. Below 1580, we're looking down to 1550. Below 1550, we're looking down to, 1454. 1454 follows to 1424. Below there, we're looking all the way down to 1380. Now, we can take a quick look into the channels here. Taking a quick look into the channel here. But we get to see it's a strong channel. The bottom currently sits at somewhere around 1522, the middle around 1708, and the top around 19 bucks. And it looks like it's actually been playing somewhere in between this channel. So if it does break this channel, I do expect that trend to be over, or at least for the short term. But it looks like this channel is strong, and it's going on almost a parabolic level. So that's a good sign. Now, taking a quick look in terms of the company itself, I've already kind of covered a lot of it, and they have different products, different solutions. Basically, there's a lot more about them. Press releases, they're really great. Putting in releases, they're comparable on the same project as Microsoft and Google. The Trinity Challenge, different articles here. A lot of them was focused on Alex Karp as well, the CEO, but I would really recommend that you watch the other video after this one. So let's jump right into a bit of things here and there. First off, we're going to do insider buyings. Nothing significant here. I mean, there was a sale around a month and a half ago at 915, and it's higher than that at the current level. Right now, we're looking at a more bullish level than we were talking about before. Institutional buyers adding and adding and adding. Look at that, 1 million, 4 million shares, 200.6 thousand shares. 47,000 shares, 163, 14.9, and that's all today and yesterday. 3 million shares, 263,000 shares, 542, 415. If institution buyers are buying millions and millions of shares, almost 30 million shares here, 2.4 million shares, it can give us a sense on how bullish it is. And I don't even see a single one who cashed out on this massive run. They're more adding in and adding in and adding in, and it looks like they actually believe that this one has a strong potential. That is always a plus. Now it comes towards their summary of their earnings. 289.4 million in revenues in the third quarter, 52% year over year, so that's bullish. Full year 2020 revenue guidance raised to a range of 1.07 billion to 1.072 billion, up 44% a year. New contracts in the third quarter, including the US Army, 91 million. National Institutes of Health, 36 million, and 300 million renewal for aerospace customers. In terms of the revenues, let's take a quick look. Assets, we're looking down to around $2.7 billion. These numbers are in thousands. Total revenue, you're looking at 289.4 million. If we're looking at total operating expenses, it's a little bit sharp here. 987 million. I've been told a lot of this money goes on towards their IPO raise, and so that money, that cost is put into here. Their total net loss is around 853 million. So that is concerning there, but I was told a lot of it goes on towards their operating expense. As we can get to see, research and development, that skyrocketed, at least for general administration, but it still has ways to go. But what we can see from institutional buyers is that they're really bullish and they believe in it. So it really gives us that kind of sentiment in there. Now, there is around 257 million shares for resale, but as you can get to see here, if the registered stockholders choose to sell their shares on Class A common stock, we will not receive any proceedings from the sales of shares for Class A common stock by the registered stockholders. And so that kind of gives us a sense. There's a lot of things going on here, but overall it looks bullish and institutional buyers are picking them up like hot pancakes. So give this a bit of an insight. Now, when would I consider selling? I would consider selling if it does break let's see, this level around here, $14. It's gonna go up and down, right? So you see this uptrend, so you try not to buy at a peak, wait on for a pullback, and buy, and then make sure you kind of watch it on a stop limit or set an alarm or something, or alert. And around the 14 level mark, if it does break there, you might want to consider averaging down or selling and then buying at a lower level. That is my opinion. Make sure to watch my previous video on this one. You'll find it in the description below. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and leave notifications on. And have a wonderful day.